So you've just tell me what your name is and what it is you do.
My name's Cyrus Trafford, and I am a film director.
Brilliant. And what is it you're working on at the moment?
We are at the moment filming a short film. I know, God, it feels like I don't even know what I'm talking about. Basically, we're filming a short film with the stories from a segment in a film called A New Earth by an author called Eckhart Tolle. Like the message is quite. It's a 10-minute film. There's only one line of dialogue. It's a throwaway line, but the message is probably one of the most profound messages I've ever heard. So, the hard thing about the film is telling the story without having narration. Hence why I've had 23 hours of rehearsals. By the time we're finished, it'll be about 28. So yeah, just to get it right, everything.
Brilliant. And how did you get involved with filmmaking?
Well, basically, I started off in finance. I started as a T-boy when I was 16. I was sales trader by the time I was 21. And I moved to investment banking. And I just got bored, you know, after 11 years. And my ex-girlfriend, she said, you know, oh, why don't you do an acting course? So I did that, like a weekend one, and I really liked it. And then I went to the Actors Temple, and I did a full-time evening course from June 2011 to the end of October. And then in 2012, February, I quit to do acting full-time. And then in May 2013, I directed my first short, I'm Christian Okoli, and then just fell in love with filmmaking. I've been doing it since, really.
And where are you heading next in terms of what are your aspirations for the future?
So, we're going to finish a short. We are on a second pass on a feature film script. The first draft's done, going through the second one. We want to shoot that this late August. I don't want to shoot in the winter because it's cold. And I have another feature film, an idea which a very big production company have picked up, and we've just literally agreed the contract with a screenwriter in the States, because that's where it's set, to develop that in a bid, hopefully, to shoot it next year.
Brilliant. And if you were to give any advice to anyone that's going out to be a director and filmmaker, what would you say? What would you give to them?
I would say, like, find yourself. I mean, I know all these kind of like philosophical terms like are hard to kind of deduce. So when I say that, I mean, I can only always relate it back to acting. Like my acting teacher said that the great thing about acting is you find out who you are, you know, what's important to you. So if I need to prepare sadness for a scene, so you never come to the stage empty. You're always coming from somewhere. So if I'm coming to this interview, I might be a bit anxious. So on stage, you need to replicate that. So I'm coming from somewhere. And how do you feel about where you're coming from? So if I need to prepare sadness, and I think of my friend getting, I don't know, punched in the face, but it doesn't make me cry, then but I think of my mum dying, and that makes me feel something. I find out what's important to me. I find out who I am. And I think that's where, when you find out who you are as a director, as a writer, then that will just be reflected in everything you make.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much. That's all we need. Thank you very much for coming and sharing your insights with us.
It's a pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you.